20 years to get home, 10 of them fighting a war he didn't even want to go to, 10 more just trying to sail back to his own front door. It's the oldest story I know. Well, oldest in the West. The folks out east had Gilgamesh going first, but I don't get royalties on that one, so let's not dwell. I'm the Muse, by the way. Singing these is the whole job. I was around for all of it, and I have opinions. This weekend, Christopher Nolan puts this one on the biggest screens ever built, with a cast that reads like somebody rated every awards show at once. Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zenda, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson. Gorgeous. But walk into that theater not knowing who these people are, and half of it sails clean over your head. So, cheat sheet. Every major face in Nolan's Odyssey, the heroes, the queens, the gods, the witches, the monsters, and one very good dog. 15 of them try to keep up, 20 years to get home, 10 of them fighting a war he didn't even want to go to, 10 more just trying to sail back to his own front door. It's the oldest story I know. Well, oldest in the West. The folks out east had Gilgamesh going first, but I don't get royalties on that one, so let's not dwell. I'm the Muse, by the way. Singing these is the whole job. I was around for all of it, and I have opinions. This weekend, Christopher Nolan puts this one on the biggest screens ever built, with a cast that reads like somebody rated every awards show at once. Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zenda, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson. Gorgeous. But walk into that theater not knowing who these people are, and half of it sails clean over your head. So, cheat sheet. Every major face in Nolan's Odyssey, the heroes, the queens, the gods, the witches, the monsters, and one very good dog. 15 of them try to keep up.
And Hathaway is Penelope, his wife, running Ithaca solo while 100+ freeloaders squat in her palace, eating her food, waiting for her to marry one of them. Because whoever marries Penelope gets the throne. Romance. Her move? A loom. She swears she'll pick a husband the second she finishes weaving a burial shroud, then unpicks it every night in the dark. Years of stalling disguised as arts and crafts. I'm not saying she's the smartest person in this whole story. I'm also not saying it. When they finally catch on, she raises the stakes, string Odysseus's bow, and she's yours. Not one of them can budget. Because that bow was built for exactly one man, and he's a lot closer than they think. Tom Holland is Telemachus, the son who never met his dad. Odysseus shipped off to war when the boy was basically a newborn, and Telemachus grew up in a house full of grown men lounging around waiting to steal his father's throne and treating him like furniture. The Odyssey has a second quest tucked inside it, and it's his. While dad's off fighting monsters, Telemachus sails around asking every king he can find, "Have you seen my father?" A rough way to spend your gap year. And when Odysseus finally turns up in disguise, it's Telemachus he trusts first. 20 years late, but hey, he showed up. Zendaya is Athena, goddess of wisdom, strategy, and war you actually plan instead of just screaming and swinging. She's Odysseus's personal protector, and while Poseidon's busy ruining his life, she's clearing the road. She spends most of the poem in disguise, too, an old man, a girl, a random sailor. Goddess of 1,000 costumes. Nolan said the gods here are ambiguous, more suggestion than certainty. So maybe Athena's a real goddess. Or maybe she's just the smartest voice in Odysseus's own head. With us? Sweetheart, it's usually both. And a treat for the nerds, Holland and Zendaya are married in real life, and there's a bit where Athena disguises herself as Telemachus. Chew on that one. Robert Pattinson is Antinous, the loudest, meanest, most impatient of the suitors. The others are happy to lounge and freeload. Antinous wants results. First to threaten Telemachus, first to lean on Penelope. He's a live demonstration of what power does with no king around to say no, it curdles. He's also first to die. Arrow through the throat, mid-sip of wine, courtesy of a beggar nobody bothered to look at twice. He spends the whole thing not realizing the ragged old man he's been mocking is the one holding the bow, casting the guy who played Batman as the villain who never sees it coming? Chef's kiss. John Bernthal is Menelaus, king of Sparta, and the guy whose marriage detonated the entire war. His wife Helen ran off with the Trojan prince, cue 10 years of bloodshed. By the Odyssey he's already home, and he takes young Telemachus in, feeds him, tells him war stories, and coughs up everything he knows about the kid's missing father. He's the hinge between the war that ended and the journey still going. A king who got home in one piece, and knows exactly what it cost him. Beni Safdie is Agamemnon, supreme commander of the Greeks, most powerful man in the army, and Odysseus's dark mirror. Same war, both trying to get home. But Odysseus has a family waiting for him. Agamemnon has a family waiting with a knife. He sacrificed his own daughter for a good breeze, and his wife filed that away for later. He sailed home a hero, she killed him in the bath. Odysseus meets his ghost down in the underworld. Two kings, same war, opposite endings, and the difference isn't luck. It's how each one treated the people he left behind. Quick breather, we're halfway through the roster. If you're enjoying this, do me a tiny favor and hit that like, it genuinely shoves this in front of more people who'd care. And subscribe, I'm singing a fresh one every day until the film's out, and you really don't want to be the one who walks in unprepared while everyone else is quoting it. But I'm nosy, so, of everyone so far, who are you most fired up to see up there? Damon's Odysseus? Zendaya's Athena? Pattinson as the man who's got it coming? Comments. Go. Okay, back to the myth. Charlize Theron is Calypso, the nymph who keeps Odysseus on her island for 7 years. No chains. Just love, well, her version of it. She offers him immortality, paradise, endless everything, minus the one thing he actually wants, which is to leave. And still, every night, he sits on the beach staring at the water, homesick for a rocky little island with a wife on it. 7 years of a perfect woman in paradise, and the man is miserable. Eventually the gods make her let him go, and she does. Builds the raft herself. No villain here, just paradise that was never going to be enough. Samantha Morton is Circe, the witch who turns men into pigs. Literally. Odysseus's crew wash up, she serves them a lovely meal, and turns them into livestock. Odysseus, dosed up on a god-given herb, doesn't transform, so instead of a fight, she just invites him in. They spend a year there. As you do. But she's not just a hazard. She's the one who tells him how to reach the land of the dead. Sometimes the monster and the map are the same person, and watch her closely. Nolan said the whole film lived or died over Circe, and that Morton stunned the crew the way Heath Ledger did on The Dark Knight. No pressure. John Leguizamo is Eumaeus, the swineherd, and quietly the most important nobody in the whole poem. Odysseus comes home after 20 years dressed as a beggar, and the first person to show him a scrap of kindness isn't a king or a general. It's the guy who looks after his pigs, who still calls him master, with no idea the master is standing right there. Loyalty with absolutely nothing in it for him. A palace stuffed with traitors, and this one man never stopped acting like the king would come back. Which, awkwardly for everyone else, he did. Lupita Nyong'o plays 2 roles, and no, it's not a scheduling accident. Helen is the woman whose exit lit the whole war, sitting serenely in Sparta like a decade of carnage was just weather. Clytemnestra is her sister, the wife who waited for her husband and then killed him the day he got home. Payback for a sacrificed daughter, and for every year the war cost the people who never signed up for it. 2 sisters, opposite fates, one theme, what war does to the women left holding the house. 1 actress, both of them. Tell me that's not deliberate. Mia Goth is Melantho, the maid who sells Penelope out. She cozies up to the suitors, leaks information, and mocks the disguised Odysseus to his face without a clue who he is. She's what happens to loyalty when nobody's enforcing it, she bets on whoever looks like they're winning. Fatal flaw, she didn't notice the losing side, just walked back in the front door with a bow. Himesh Patel is Eurylochus, Odysseus's second-in-command, and the crew's designated tragedy. He's the one sharp enough to smell the trap at Circe's door and hang back to warn everyone. Good instincts. And then he's the one who talks the starving crew into barbecuing the sun god's sacred cattle, the single thing they were explicitly told not to do, and gets the entire crew killed. Right one minute, catastrophic the next. Honestly, give me the guy who's reliably wrong over the one who flips a coin. Then there's Polyphemus, the Cyclops, son of Poseidon, and the reason this whole trip goes sideways. He seals Odysseus and his men in a cave and starts eating them two at a time. So Odysseus tells him his name is Nobody, blinds him with a flaming stake, and when the other Cyclopes run over and ask who did it, Polyphemus bellows Nobody. And they wander off. Genuinely great work. And then he ruins it. Safely out at sea, Odysseus cannot resist shouting his real name back at the island, you know, for the credit. Polyphemus prays to Daddy Poseidon, and Poseidon listens. One ego trip, 10 years of ocean. Told you it'd come up.
And Argos. Argos is a dog. No actor, just a very good boy. When Odysseus left for Troy, Argos was a puppy. 20 years later, when his master finally comes home in disguise, Argos is ancient, flea-bitten, dumped by the gate, barely able to lift his head. But he knows. The one soul in all of Ithaca to recognize Odysseus with no clue and no hint, just the smell of him on the wind. He wags his tail. And then he dies. And Odysseus, still undercover, can't even kneel to pet him. He walks past his own dog and wipes a tear away where nobody can see it. Yeah, I don't do jokes for this one. It's perfect. Nolan reportedly gave the little scene real weight, and he was right too.
15 of them. A hero limping home, a queen running a siege from inside her own house, a son on a scavenger hunt for his dad, a goddess doing damage control, a monster, and a dog that waited 20 years and outacted everyone. Nolan's Odyssey hits theaters July 17th. Now you know who's who, go watch it like you did the reading. And before you vanish, if this made the wait worth it, leave a like, it helps more than you'd think. Subscribe, because there's a new myth here every single day until the film drops. And tell me, out of all 15, who are you actually buying a ticket for, or who did I leave out? That's the cast. The gods forget these names. I don't. Sung by the Muse. Cast in bronze.